Welcome into the DNVR Rockies podcast, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Now, when you use promo code DNVR, new customers can make any $5 NBA pregame moneyline bet this week and get $150 in free bets if your team wins. That's code DNVR only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Welcome to another lovely off-season Rockies show. I am Suzie Hunter. We have guests today, you guys. We have guests. But first, I'm keeping them all off camera, and I'm going to run through some headlines. The big relevant headline to us Rockies fans, Brandon Nimmo will not be a Colorado Rocky. He'll be returning to the Mets on an 8-year, $162 million deal. So they've been busy this week. I was running through what the Mets were up to. Can you believe the Verlander acquisition, the Verlander deal was earlier this week? I thought this was like a month ago. No, it was earlier this week. Can't believe it. Hopefully that fills the void that DeGrom left behind. But yeah, are you laughing? Oh, how dare you. Yaya's producing today, by the way. And I feel like he's like ready to be really mean to me.
I'm not a mean person. I'm actually a super nice person.
That is not true.
If anybody has heard of my podcast, Nice Things with Yaya, they'll know that I'm the best person at DNVR.
My mom goes by Yaya. That's her grandmother name.
We're going to have to fight for that.
Are you going to fight her tonight at the party?
No, it's steel cage match rules. We need a whole steel cage. We need refs. It's a whole thing. It'll probably be about...
I can't even believe you would think about fighting my mom.
I'm not thinking about it. I'm planning to. There's a difference.
Oh my gosh, you are a nightmare. A nightmare. All right, this was super quick. Let's bring in our guest. Let's just bring in our guest now. Guys, welcome to the program, Kevin Collins. He is part of the amazing Rockies Communication team, and I cannot stress this enough. He does not want to be here today. Welcome into the show, Kevin.
Thank you. I am here.
He's going to give one-word answers the whole time he's here. Yeah, you don't want to be here. You are full of Irish Catholic guilt and Philly rage.
Yep.
Your whole personality is being from Philly.
Absolutely. But I'm actually from Philly and not the suburbs like you.
Shut up.
So I'm here to speak the truth.
I hate this.
It's exposed Suzie time.
No, there's nothing to expose. It's so genuine.
This is actually an intervention.
No, I hate this.
We saw that you cracked something open so early today, Suzie. Can you tell the people what it was?
A liquid death. I am here to murder my thirst. Put my camera on me so everyone can see. Liquid death. Murder your thirst.
By the way, I'm a Mexican Catholic, so that makes a lot more sense.
Is Mexican Catholic like Irish Catholic, where you're full of guilt?
Yes, it's exactly the same.
Oh.
You're just a little bit browner, and you're down south.
You're a lot browner. Mm-hmm. Those Irish folks are mad pale. Mad pale. Are you coming? Are you entering the set? Oh, I was like, why are you walking here? Kevin, so you're part of the Rockies Communications staff.
I am.
What does that mean?
It means that myself and 3 other wonderful people help people like you in terms of giving you some spectacular game notes, media guide stuff, coordinating player interviews, apologizing to players after you interview them. Media relations, public relations, we basically, any writing that comes from us is all done by the 4 of us. And,
We'll talk about game notes later on in the show.
Sure.
But what does an MLB communications expert do in the off season? What are you up to right now?
Right now, we are pounding away at the media guide.
You're doing what?
We're pounding away at the media guide.
Okay.
Mind out of the gutter. So we actually all just got done. We kind of split up 40-man bios, and we all just got done those. This is exhilarating content, I'm sure.
Who got an update to their bio? Who's got the most interesting little snippet in there?
Honestly, my favorite one that I did this year, I was in charge of the coaches section, and Bam Bam Mullins.
Yes.
Sir Bam Bam.
Sir Bam Bam. Has he been knighted?
He has.
By the Queen, who is dead?
Not the Queen.
Okay.
I don't believe. I believe it's a Scottish thing.
Okay.
Maybe something from the Netherlands, because that's where he's from.
Yeah. Okay.
And like he's an astronaut too.
I'm sorry. What?
He was involved in some sort of space thing. But the real cool stuff is that he runs these camps for kids and everything. So we're very excited to have Bam Bam.
I mean, first of all, anyone named Bam Bam is
Right.
a dude that I want to meet. But also, he sounds like such a well-rounded man.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's very well regarded around baseball, so we're lucky to have him.
Yeah, you're probably excited to have Warren Schaefer joining the big club.
Yeah.
Because you worked with him for quite a while in Albuquerque.
In Albuquerque,
Yeah.
where I was the PR director for the Isotopes, the Mariachis, the green chili cheeseburgers.
Oh my gosh, so many teams.
Right?
So many teams, one location. Do you miss it?
I miss the people. I miss the people.
You miss the people.
Yes.
Wait, the way Suzie said that, it sounded so romantic. Do you miss it? It sounded very like...
Suzie might have some inside information about my thoughts.
How can you not be romantic
working
about
in the
baseball? But also, like, I mean, I know you got mad peeps down in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
You got peeps down there.
I sure do.
Who do you still keep in touch with?
Everybody.
Okay.
From the GM down to the lowliest broadcaster.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you left the Isotopes in, I guess, 2021.
September. Yeah, my first day with the Rockies was September 1st, 2021.
That's a nice date to remember right
Yep.
there. How do you feel now that you finished your first full season in the majors? Because this is big. That's a big life change for you.
It's great. It's something that I've always wanted to do. The end goal was always a major league PR job, and they're just not easy to get. They don't open up very often, and when they do, it's usually an internal hire from like maybe an intern on the staff. But I couldn't be happier. If it wasn't with the Rockies, they were the top of my list of teams.
I feel like you could be happier if your boss didn't make you come on the show.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You're tolerating it.
I'm tolerating it for
You're
sure.
tolerating
We're
it.
still in the first. The show's off to a slow start.
It's off to a terrible start.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're gonna do an ad read. I don't even know how to transition.
That's fair.
We're gonna talk about being a diehard here at DNVR. We've got watch parties pretty much every day of the week here at the corner of Colfax and York, but not today because we actually have a private party here today. So do not show up at the bar today. If you are not a diehard already, you are missing out on price breaks from Broncos tailgates, the Nuggets party bus, the annual membership comes with a free t-shirt from DNVRlocker.com. Did you know that, Kevin?
I know now.
Now you know. So informed. You're getting learnt and turnt here at the bar. You are going to get extra raffle tickets at all the watch parties to win free gear, and you will get all access to our Diehards Only Discord. There is a little corner in there for any sport you are into. Unfortunately, there is a wrestling chat in the Discord.
I'm sure, well, anything to do with Patrick Lyons, there's probably something going on with wrestling.
Yeah, it's terrible. He keeps tagging me and stuff, and I won't look at it. If you're not a diehard already, don't fret. It is 50 cents for your first month at thednvr.com. And if you love DNVR, you are going to love Game Time. It is the hottest new ticketing site that makes it easier than ever to score the best seats on tickets to sports, concerts, shows. So if you've ever dreamed of sitting in a seat you never thought you could, like the 50-yard line, courtside, behind home plate, I'm talking floor seats to Taylor Swift. It's all possible with the Game Time app. You're going to find those biggest last-minute price drops. So if you're thinking about Rockies tickets, maybe wait a little bit because you can save up to 60% when you wait closer to first pitch with Game Time. The bottom line, if you love DNVR, you're going to love Game Time. The best way to support us is by buying your tickets through the link in the description. So join more than 15 million people who have downloaded the Game Time app and score the best seats to all of your favorite events. Maybe your favorite event is an American Raptors game. If you haven't heard about the American Raptors, they are Rugby Town USA's newest rugby team. The American Raptors are athletes who have competed at the highest level of their respective sports, coming from backgrounds in football, basketball, baseball, wrestling, soccer, track and field. They have all of the skills necessary to excel at the game of rugby. And the best part about hitting up an American Raptors game, they are totally free. So head over to AmericanRaptors.com, grab your free ticket for the upcoming season. And if you can't make it to a game, AmericanRaptors.com will be streaming all of them from their website. And can you believe, Kevin, it gets even better?
I can't see how.
Settle in. It does. Our guy Colton Strickler has it all covered for you with the weekly DNVR Rugby podcast. So hit that subscribe button, follow him, follow our DNVR Rugby account to keep up with the latest news. Learn rugby with Colton's 101 Rugby podcasts. He's got exclusive interviews with athletes and coaches. All of that and more at AmericanRaptors.com. How's that sound? Are you a rugby guy?
I'm not a rugby guy, but that was a very well done ad read.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you think the sponsors will be happy?
Happy? No. Thrilled? Probably.
Did you hear that, Yaya? Thrilled.
I can't compute that because it wasn't mean to you. If it's not mean to you, I just don't listen to it at this point.
Oh, okay, we're back on this.
I'm just building you up to break you down later.
I thought this was a safe space, and it's clearly not. I haven't seen you since LA, since that last road trip. How have you been? Because the season is such a grind.
Yes, it is.
Have you taken any time for yourself, for self-care? Are you a self-care king?
I am definitely not a self-care king, but it's such a drastic juxtaposition of coming from the season and Corey and I, Corey, the director of communications, we were on that last road trip. 6 games in LA.
Yeah.
4 days in San Francisco. It's
That's
going to take a toll on anybody, especially for the last games of the season.
Yeah.
And then to come back into the office and just kind of pump the brakes a little bit, it's always super jarring at the end of the baseball season.
Yeah.
You just lose track of days. Like I don't know how many times you and me have had the conversation of, I have no idea what day it is today.
I can't compute what day it is.
Right.
Also,
Well,
I just think
I don't think that has anything to do with the baseball season. I just think it's
Oh my God.
Days are hard. It's okay.
How do you feel about surprises? Do you like surprises?
Not even a little bit.
Because I think we have a surprise on the line.
Great.
Do we? Am I correct?
There he is.
Joining the podcast now is Josh Suchon, the voice of the Albuquerque Isotopes, and a very good friend of Kevin Collins. Kevin, this is actually your intervention.
This is my intervention. I just hope Josh is coming to us in the shadow of the Sandias.
I don't know if this is a roast of Kevin or a roast of Suzie, or if you're about to roast me. All I know is that it's 5:17 on a Friday night, so clearly the three of us know how to party.
Okay, when I invited Josh onto the program, he was like, "But you don't think I have plans on a Friday?" I'm like, at 5:30? No. I don't think you do. And no one knows who's getting roasted. I've been getting roasted, but I think it's Kevin's turn to get roasted. What do you got?
I'm just happy that I get to see the two of you in studio, and that Kevin got dressed up, and that he's smiling. Looks like he got a haircut recently. So, Christmas came early for me.
Oh, that was really nice. And unfortunately, we're not being nice today.
Okay.
This is me being nice.
You're doing a terrible job. Okay, so you guys worked together for a long time, and both of you individually have said to me so many times that you work together so well. You just had this magic. So what goes into this perfect dynamic of broadcaster and PR guy?
Honestly, this might kind of sound lame or not true, but I think trust is a huge part of it. The trust with certain information, a trust with getting constructive criticism from the other person, and not taking it to heart, which I guess is the definition of constructive criticism. But yeah, I think that's a huge part of it, and it really helps when you actually get along with the person as well.
Oh, you guys are besties.
I think the more that you like somebody, the easier it is to tell them you're wrong or stop doing that. But it's also more rewarding when you can say, that was really good. I'm really proud of you. Keep doing that. So yeah, trust is the number one thing. mutual respect for one another and one another's jobs and just wanting each other to succeed, I think is really important. I wanted Kevin to succeed, and I knew that he wanted me to succeed because he constantly gave me all kinds of good information that made me sound way better on my broadcast than I otherwise would have sounded. So I think that's good. I mean, put it this way, Suzie, I can't even begin to tell you the number of times that as I'm describing something that's happening, Kevin is texting me and it's popping up on my laptop the last time that it happened, or a page from the media guide that shows all of the recent times that it has happened, or just even maybe I just said he struck out 7 and Kevin just says, no, it's 8 so that I don't get it wrong the next time. And so it's just wanting each other to succeed. And, I know that when Kevin would work really hard on the cover of a magazine or the cover of the program or the media guide, and it turned out really well, I was super proud and I wanted to brag to everyone. Look what a great job Kevin did on this. And so, I mean, that's when it's really fun when you have coworkers like that.
So the mutual respect. Josh, what is it like to be respected by Kevin? What is it like?
Well, it took a long time, right? Kevin and I worked together for 7 years, so keep that in mind. Uh-huh. I don't know if after year 1 we were besties yet. It takes time. All relationships do.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. And we've seen each other in some interesting situations. So,
ooh,
stop talking, Kevin.
That was the end of it.
Okay.
What else did I want to ask you guys? Okay, so actually, I'm just going to tell you something. So, Josh, we always talk about how you're so hard to book on my show. Kevin absolutely topped you because he was supposed to come on months ago.
This is true.
He barely came here today. I had to drag him from his home. Home. I spent too much time in Philly. It's really upsetting.
Philly suburbs.
Well, sometimes good things come to those who wait, Suzie. So I hope that this is everything that you wanted it to be, or it's so terrible that you never invite Kevin back, and maybe that's his strategy.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe Josh is onto something. But if I was on a couple weeks ago, maybe Josh couldn't have come on, and this is just the perfect confluence of events that made it happen.
Can you guys tell me why you're so obsessed with the word confluence?
Because it's the best word ever.
It's a great word.
But why?
I mean, it has lots
it's
of
fun
vowels.
to say. You can spell it easily. It's not hard to spell like xylophone or something like that.
It's not a word that a lot of people use, and so when they do use it, you get excited that somebody else uses this really fun word to say and spell, and every time you go to Des Moines and you're at Principal Park and you can say you're at the confluence of the Des Moines River and Raccoon River, and it just paints a beautiful picture of where we're located.
One time I was in Iowa with Josh, and we actually took a picture in front of the confluence of the rivers. It was really a top 3 moment of my professional career and life.
And this is also one of those top 3 moments, the confluence of all 3 of us here. Am I doing it right?
You're doing it right.
I'm doing it right.
And to be honest, Suzie, I'm having a good time. This is fun.
He is having a good time. This is incredible. Oh my goodness. What a treat. When are you guys getting together this offseason? And why am I not invited?
Josh actually invited me to something on Sunday, but unfortunately I can't make it.
What did you invite him to? That I'm not invited to.
I invited him to a gathering of his former coworkers.
He was going to hide me in a back room and just have me come out. It would have been the worst surprise ever.
Oh, we all love surprises here.
Oh, no, that would have been a great surprise. If there was a bunch of Isotopes people hanging out at my house, and I would have obviously started talking trash about Kevin and convinced the rest of the room to talk trash about Kevin, and then just have Kevin saunter in from the back and be like, hi, everyone, like it was no big deal, like he was supposed to be there the whole time. That would be great. But the best part would be making Kevin wait in the back for 2 hours and tell him, no, you can't come out yet. I'll tell you when. Just stay back there by yourself for a little bit longer.
Or the conversation just gets too real and they're like, man, he really did suck.
Thank God he's gone. We don't miss him. He's doing a bad job in Colorado. His game notes aren't funny.
Well, that's just a lie.
That's just a lie. Everyone knows that Kevin has the funniest game notes. Were the game notes funny in Albuquerque?
Of course. Where do you think he practiced and got better at them. You know, you don't get promoted from AAA to the major leagues unless you have funny game notes. So, you know, it's not just player development, it's PR development in Albuquerque.
right.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Clearly it's not broadcaster development though, because I'm still here.
Stop it. Do you guys have anything else you want to say to each other before I kick Josh out of here?
Hey, honey.
No. No. I'm good.
Yeah,
I love you guys.
yeah.
How adorable. It's a shame you guys both hate me.
Well, now you're just reaching for compliments.
Please
Suzie,
compliment me. I
because
haven't been
let's
validated
face
all
it,
day.
Would either one of us really be here if we hated you?
That's a great point.
He would, yes.
It's all about the clout.
It's all about the clout. Josh, what are your plans this Friday night that you had to tear yourself from to come on the show?
Well, it's holiday season, and as we just mentioned, there's people coming to my house in a couple of days, so I better make sure that my house is ready.
Such a Virgo. Such a Virgo.
Yes.
Josh, thank you so much for joining the program. Enjoy the rest of your off season. Enjoy your plans that I was not invited to.
Thank you for the invitation to your show, Suzie. And yeah, if you want to hop on a plane, come on down.
Okay.
All right.
I'll see you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll talk about that later.
Bye, Josh.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Was that fun for you?
That was fantastic.
Was that a good surprise?
It was a good surprise.
Have you changed your mind
I had a
about-
sneaking suspicion that something like that, particularly Mr. Suchon, might happen.
What gave it away?
Nothing really gave it away. I don't know. That's
Was
why
it-
I dropped the lowly broadcaster reference.
Oh, I thought you were just talking smack.
Was it me screaming at Suzie across the hallway, hey, Sushon's almost ready to come on?
I actually didn't hear that part.
It's like, can we not?
Picked up context clues.
I was like, shh. Kevin's like, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I'm enjoying our time together, and you are stuck here for a little bit longer. But I have some more questions for you.
Let's go.
I want to talk about, we mentioned this a little bit earlier, your game notes.
Yeah.
See, a thing that people don't actually know about you is that you're funny. People don't know that.
You know, Kelsey Wingard told me that in like August. And it was such a backhanded compliment. She's like, you're really funny. And I was like, oh.
But she's like so nice.
You've
so
been here since
you know
March.
she meant it like that.
So, I don't know. I'm goofy. I don't know.
Well, you put together some really good game notes, especially inspired by the road trip to Philly.
Yeah,
Because you are, as we know, your whole personality is that you are from Philly.
Sure is.
You had some really good puns, like wood or ice in his veins. We had double johns. We had Skoo Cool.
Skoo Cool
Skoo
was
Cool.
definitely my favorite one.
That was your favorite one?
For those that may not know, the Schuylkill River is in Philadelphia,
And it's impossible to spell.
and it is impossible to spell. And Chad Cool happened to be going on a pretty cool stretch there. No, that pun wasn't intended.
Yeah.
But so Skoo Cool, really proud of that
That
one.
was good. Use guys can hit.
You guys can hit, and I was reaching.
Can you talk in your Philly accent?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
Do you miss hoagies?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going home for the first time in a while on next Friday. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I'm going to do is go down to Wawa and get. Not like I missed Hoagie Fest. So I like to go and beat all the mums and pop-ups down and
Oh my god.
get my coffee first.
Okay, so you missed Hoagie Fest. You missed Schwarber Fest
did.
too.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, you don't care about the Phillies anymore now that you work for the Rockies.
It's true. It's if the Phillies would start signing my paychecks, then maybe I would care a little bit about the Phillies. Obviously, I was still rooting for them, for friends and family.
I'm here to
I
get
want
you
them
enemies.
to be happy.
I want your mom to watch the show and be like, "Oh, Kevin."
My mom got so mad at me one time because it was a road trip and we were in Philly, and I was talking to her on the concourse, and I referred to the Phillies as you guys.
Oh,
And she
wow.
was
Such a little
like,
thing that you just came out.
I mean,
And that's when
they're not me guys anymore.
And then she wrote you out of the will.
She did.
Wow.
I was probably out of it anyway, but
Good thing the Rockies are signing your paychecks.
That's
you
right.
getting that Chris Bryant money?
I wish.
Okay. I don't know if this is just like a thing that I noticed because I'm not even gonna be able to say this with a straight face because I'm from Philly or the Philly area.
That's right. That's better.
I freaking hate you. So I feel like there are so many people from Philly who work in sports. And I feel like it's because we are from such an intense sports environment that like sports really is life. And it just kind of makes sense to go into it as a career.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of, maybe it has something to do with what we were talking about earlier about how like the baseball season is a total grind. And I'm sure I've never worked in any other sport, but I'm sure it's the same way. And those kind of, it's still kind of like a blue collar job in terms of hours, not physical work at all. But so maybe that kind of lures the Philly out of people and makes them attracted to these jobs. And also, even though I am not a Phillies fan anymore, still huge Eagles fan, huge Sixers fan, and I will argue with anybody that tells me Philadelphia is not the smartest sports city in the country. And
I mean, I don't know. He's not wrong.
And
I mean,
so
you
I
guys
think
did think Joel Embiid was MVP over Nikola Jokic, so.
I'm going to jump over the soundboard and fight you. This is a Philly podcast today, and viewers hate when I do that.
Yeah, I won't take Joel Embiid slander either.
Oh, man, you have no other choice. That's all we give around here.
It's actually true. This is a really hostile work environment if you like the Sixers. Okay, but I also like the Denver teams though. Like I've adopted them as my own as well. Have you adopted the Denver teams too, or are you just like Rockies only?
Kind of a Rockies only.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't root against them. I was very, again, like much like how I rooted for the Phillies to do all this year. I of course wanted the Avalanche to win because I know a ton of people that like the Avalanche. And believe it or not, I kind of want people to be happy.
I don't believe that.
Well, that's
like
why I said
not
or
even
not.
a little bit. Not even a little bit. Just from like judging by the actions and words I've seen here on this live show.
Sure.
Yeah. So agree to disagree that you want people to be happy. But you know what makes people happy? The NBA. And you know what makes people even happier about the NBA? Betting on it with DraftKings Sportsbook. The NBA season is heating up. There are still so many unknowns. And the best way to get into the action is DraftKings Sportsbook. It's an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can bet just $5 for pregame money line on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. So check this out right now. Everyone can earn up to a 100% boost with DraftKings stepped up same game parlays. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, place a same game parlay, and combine multiple bets like which team will win, total rebounds, more. The more legs you add, the bigger the boost, and the bigger your shot to win even bigger. So download the app now, sign up with code DNVR, place a $5 pregame moneyline bet on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's code DNVR, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Are you allowed to gamble?
On anything but baseball and softball.
You're not allowed to bet on softball?
We are not.
Wow. Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually very interesting.
Yep. At any level.
At any level. So you can't go to my cousin's softball game and place some bills down on it.
I can't. I won't.
You won't?
No.
I would never want you to jeopardize your job for such a low-stakes game. I didn't know that softball was included in this.
Baseball and softball. But anything else is fair game.
Okay. Do the Rockies own a softball team?
We don't. Not to my knowledge.
Okay, we're going to play a little game. True or false?
False.
Good job. Good game. That's the show.
Yay.
Okay, no, seriously, true or false? There's a big piece of Rockies news that you are hiding from me.
False.
Ugh, can't trust you. True or false? I was once your third choice to come to a concert with you.
Absolutely true.
True or false? You went to a fancy all-boys high school.
I did. True.
Good game.
Yeah, and I still don't like rugby.
Did your school have a rugby? Did LaSalle High School have a rugby team?
LaSalle College High School. And
Oh, sorry.
I actually don't think we did have a rugby team.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's a great question.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a school that has, pushed out a lot of doctors and whatever you are, so.
Yeah, whatever I am. We have a lot of professional athletes, too. LaSalle College High School.
Yaya's doing the research.
Jimmy Herron is a outfielder. I think he's an outfielder for the Isotopes.
Yeah,
So,
he's been a guest on this program.
There you go. Pride of LaSalle College High School.
No way.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys talked about this?
I didn't realize that during spring training. So I'm looking forward to talking to him this spring training about it.
This is fantastic. When is the last time? Do you have the stats on this? When's the last time a PR, communication staff member, and a player have gone to the same very niche high school?
I do not.
I bet Patrick Lyons would know. Yeah, what do you got for us?
I have an answer. You guys have rugby varsity gold and varsity JV, along with about, let's say, another 30 sports.
Big sports school.
I am so excited to announce that Kevin Collins will be making a donation to the LaSalle College High School rugby program. Congratulations, LaSalle College High School.
This Charlie Blackmon signed autograph baseball will be in the mail shortly.
Let's play a game.
Okay.
Let's play a game.
That true and false was really fun. That was a fun game.
Thank
so this
you.
is game number 2.
This is game number 2.
Did I win?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
You did. You won by showing up here. Okay, we're gonna have you rate some tweets. I want you to tell me, did this Rocky affiliate's social media manager do a good job?
Okay.
The first one, Orbit. We got to see this tweet of Orbit. Do we have it? Yes, pulling it up. Okay, so you got to watch the screen there. Since Twitter is maybe disappearing forever, it could really die at any second. Orbit's getting good at TikTok dances. What do you think?
Look, any content with Orbit in it is going to be a great tweet. I don't know if you ever gave me a scale here.
I want you to give it a letter grade.
A letter grade?
Because it's an intern. No, we know that social media managers are not interns.
That
but
is,
for this,
by the way, that is one of my biggest pet peeves in all of sports.
But every brand gets that.
That's true. But
if Wendy's tweets something weird, it's like, oh, your intern's getting fired. It's like, no, this is a person who makes a lot of money to just tweet weird stuff.
Yeah, and I used to run the Isotopes Twitter account. So
is it in good hands?
It's in hands.
It's in.
Sorry, guys. A-.
A-. That's
because it's Orbit.
Okay.
Vertical video makes me lose points on that one.
Vertical video is what you're supposed to do for digital content.
Disagree.
But they were sharing a TikTok. TikToks are vertical.
That's okay. That's a good
you
point.
Gotta look
I
at
forgot.
the context.
I forgot they were sharing a TikTok.
You haven't been You've been out of the social media game for too long.
And I don't have Tickety Talk, so.
You don't have Tickety Talk? No. Do you have TikTok though?
No.
Okay. Let's look at this tweet from the Yard Goats. And I know a lot of the affiliates are doing this theme. Oh, give him a minute. You've heard on Elf on a Shelf, but have you heard of... Do you know who that is?
I can't tell who the player is.
He's a Yard Goat. Scroll down a little so we can see the name. Or is it not in there? Oh.
Oh, it's not in there. That's all I got.
Ah!
If I knew who the player was...
This is actually all on me. This is all on me.
It's not that I don't know who it is. I just can't see who it is.
I can't see it either. Hold on a second. Hold on. The show's actually officially off the rails.
I'm trying to figure out what the other...
Hold on a second. Wait just a second. Kevin, can you beatbox while we're all waiting?
Number 12.
Oh my God. Wait, the Yard Goats did so many more of these. It's Daniel Cope. Oh my God, I could not think of his first name.
Well, so that makes sense why he's
Cope.
on the Pope.
Cope on a Pope. Oh my God, I'm seeing that. Oh my gosh, hold on. I wish I sent this to Yaya, but they also have Jared Biddy on a gritty.
Oh, well, that's A+. We're just going to
Oh my gosh. All right, yeah, how is the... Oh my gosh. Shunk on a monk?
Shunk on a monk. Very good. I'm going to grade all of these as... These are good. These are some of the better ones I've seen, so I'm going to go A-.
I need to get the person who runs the Yargoat social media on this show.
The Yargoat social media is certainly a choice.
They have
sometimes.
They have a legacy of the most unhinged content.
Yeah.
A quick minute. We got one more. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. These are good. I need to see these guys at spring training and ask if they liked this. If they liked their likeness being used like this.
It's an interesting trend going on.
It is. Well, it's, the holidays.
Right.
What would rhyme with Suzie? Suzie on a koozie?
Sure.
What rhymes with what? You're good at things.
Suze on a booze.
Suze on a booze. Okay. What's yours?
Nothing rhymes with Kevin.
Nothing rhymes with Kevin.
It's like orange.
Things rhyme. I was going to say your name's not orange. You're fine. Yaya on a Wawa. Does that rhyme?
I don't even know what a Wawa is.
Wawa.
Okay, this is really unfair because it's two Philadelphia people in Colorado judging a guy that's been born and raised in Colorado.
That's a great point.
Okay, but like, open a book once, Yaya. Okay.
That's assuming I know how to read, Suzie, and that's your first mistake.
Oh my gosh, you're right. So
It's a
chaotic.
very hostile podcast.
This actually is like probably the meanest show I've ever put on. Usually, like the Suzie show is just like fun vibes, like good times.
This is the Rockies takeover, their version of the Rockies takeover.
It's great.
What else do we want to talk about? What? We have one more. Oh my gosh, show the other tweet.
Veen on poutine.
Veen on poutine.
A+. Anything involving Zach Veen in my mind is going to be A+.
We have poutine here at the DNVR bar down on the corner of Colfax and York.
I did not know that, but don't come tonight.
Do not show up tonight. You will not be allowed in. We are full. This is kind of where we're going to transition out of the program. Kevin, is there anything you want to say to your fans?
No, not really, because they know.
They know?
They know.
They know, of course.
I thank you for having me. This was not, having bamboo under your fingernails. Is that like a torture device?
Oh, I'm glad it wasn't the worst thing that's ever happened to a person.
The worst thing that's even happened to me today.
What is the worst thing that happened to you today?
That's private.
Hearing reports that Kevin had a tummy ache and he was very brave to come on the show. That's our live studio audience, ladies and gentlemen, here for our private event. Don't come to the bar tonight, but do thank Kevin for being here. Kevin, where can we follow you on social media?
Oh, if you're super desperate, it's the Kev Collins.
You're part of the community.
I'm part of the community as
Yes.
well. I am not a Kev Collins. I am the
the
Kev Collins.
Kev Collins.
On Instagram and Twitter, but you don't do that.
Yeah, don't. It's a terrible follow. Listen, the bar's open the rest of the weekend. We got a tailgate on Sunday. It's at 11 a.m. You can watch me do a sexy pizza luge. Do you guys know what the sexy pizza luge is?
I'm captivated, though.
I'm going to fold a piece of sexy pizza in half. That's a brand. That is a pizza establishment that will be at the tailgate. I'm going to fold it in half, and someone's going to pour a Breck brew down the pizza into my mouth.
That
is
content.
Are you going to eat the pizza afterwards?
Yes.
Smart. I love that actually.
Yeah.
Get drunk while eating. Be smart.
It's a win-win. Yeah, where can we follow you on social media?
I think I'm at Yair_Vasquez. I'm not 100% sure if I'm on it.
You should have said nothing.
I look up Yaya and you'll either find me or Susie's mom, and you'll get great content regardless.
That sounds great. You can follow all of the latest Rockies updates at DNVR_Rockies. I will not be back on Monday. It'll just be Patrick because you guys have heard enough of my voice all week. You deserve but stop nodding. You deserve a break. You shut up, Kevin. Please leave. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kevin, for coming on the show. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate
and
it.
I am sorry. And I apologize to everybody that's watched this.
It was genuinely worth the wait. All right, you can follow me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. And you know what they say about closing a show?
No.
You know what they say?
No idea.
I don't know how to close the show, so I'm just going to leave you here, and we will talk to you next week.